Hey guys, it's Chrissy. I just wanted to make a video today about 10, you know what, a lot of things that I hate about guys. I got this idea from my friend Brandon. He made one about all the things he hates about his gender and all the things he hates about girls. And I started thinking about all the things that he didn't have in the video that I hate about guys. So, number one thing is when guys are really cocky, like they act like they are the shit but they're really not, and it just pisses me off. Another thing is when like you see guys that sag their pants. Like, oh my god, what is attractive about that at all? What does anyone think or find attractive about having your ass hanging out of your pants? I don't understand. Okay, other than that, guys that move from girl to girl like daily without feeling. Like when they seriously be like, oh, I love this girl, oh baby, I love you, and then the next day they're over, and then they're with another girl a couple hours later. I hate that. I hate guys like that. And there are girls like that too, but I've just noticed it a lot more in guys. Another thing is when guys tease girls. When they know that a girl likes them a lot, and they just sit there and mess with them, and like mess with their hearts to the point where they're just broken, like, it's horrible. When guys wear their hats like retards. They wear them backward or to the side, like, wear them the way they're supposed to be. Like, sure, sometimes you'll see like a picture of a guy on Tumblr with his hat to the side and it looks kind of cute. When you see them on the street when their hat's like off their head or backwards or something, freaking ridiculous. When guys flirt while they have girlfriends, like openly on Facebook, they'll just be like, oh yeah, you're really hot and stuff, and the girl will say something about it and they're like, oh, it doesn't mean anything. No, you should never do that, no matter what it means to you. What I really hate is when guys abuse girlfriends. Or wives, obviously. Like, I don't understand what it is that makes them feel good about abusing women. It does not make you manly, that does not make you cool, that does not... nothing. It doesn't do anything for you. It's horrible, messed up, and there's no reason to do it. Let's see, when guys make jokes about abuse. Like, I know a lot of guys do it just joking, but when they'll sit there and they'll be like, oh, this means discipline, this means whatever. No. I mean, that's not funny at all. It's not okay to me for guys to be making jokes like that. My own guy friends do it, and I swear to God, I want to punch them in the face every time they do it, which is abuse, but hey, apparently they're cool with it. I just have to hit them with the right side of my hand. Okay, when guys don't understand, like, really easy emotional concepts, when their girlfriend gets upset and they don't understand, but what they did was really obviously wrong. I don't get that. Like, say he goes out and doesn't pay attention to her, doesn't text her, doesn't call her for days, and she finds out that he's been hanging out with a group of people that includes other girls, and then the guy doesn't understand why she's upset. Because he didn't tell her. Like, things like that just bug the crap out of me. When guys get pissed off if girls don't sleep with them. Or they get with them and then they dump them immediately because they say they don't want to sleep with them immediately. I'm sorry, but sex is not fucking everything. Period. End. I don't get that. Or when, like, I hate it when guys do that. Like, they act like they're different. Like, they want to get with a girl so they act all super sweet and happy and, like, lovey and awesome, and then you get with them and they're fucking horrible people. Like, maybe they're not like a horrible person, but they're abusive in one way or another, or they're just rude, they're douchey, and they're a totally different person than they were when they were trying to get you. When guys say that you're like their world, they're like, oh baby, you're my world, I can never leave you, and then when you guys eventually do break up, they move on in a few days. That's not okay with me. Like, that shouldn't be okay with anyone. When they expect you to be cool with only being fuck buddies, or with only doing, like, sexual acts, like, I don't understand how any person, guy or girl, would think that somebody would be okay with that. I mean, if they are, then good for you, I guess, but a lot of girls want that emotional connection. Some things that aren't so much like I've been saying, like when like things that just generally just irritate me, that make me wish I was a guy, or make me just want to kill guys, that don't have so much to do with abuse or them being stupid. Well, some of them definitely have to do with them being stupid. But when guys freaking eat everything, they eat food freaking in stacks and eat and drink soda all the time, they don't gain an ounce of weight. And then the girls here are just sitting here like, well, I drank a soda, 10 pounds to my ass. Fucking great. Hate that. Another thing that I hate is when you find those guys who are just fucking pathetic. That like they've never been with a girl or whatever. They tell you you're pretty, you're like, oh thanks, and then they sit there and make up some ridiculous excuse as to why you don't like them, and then they threaten to kill themselves. What the fuck? Oh my god. I don't even know where, oh god no. Just I've had that happen way too many times. It's fucking ridiculous. When you warn them about a girl, like there's just this girl at your school that's big as fucking slut and she breaks hearts all the fucking time and everyone knows it, but he's fucking in love with her. And you're like, dude, she's gonna screw you over, you just shouldn't try, just don't do it. And then they do it anyways. The girl does end up dating them and then screws them over in the end, and then they get hurt. And here we are like, no fucking duh, told you so. That pisses me off, and obviously that happens with both genders. Let's see, when guys say that, okay, this is probably one of the biggest fucking things, like the next two are my last things to say, and they're the biggest things. Number one, when a guy complains that girls don't go for them, and they're like, oh, these girls don't go for me, but I'm so much sweeter than all the guys that she dates, blah, 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 blah. And not gonna lie, I might not be the most attractive person, but okay, number one, usually the guys that do that, they probably aren't attractive. But number two, they could be way more fucking attractive if they would just take care of themselves. Like the guys that just have like openly horrible acne and you can tell that they don't do anything about it. Guys that come to school with their hair fucking everywhere and it just looks stupid as fuck because they didn't even try and brush it. Or those guys that show up in really gross, dirty, stained clothes, or the ones that have their ass cracks hanging out all the time, or the fucking ones that just look so stupid. And like, if you just fucking take care of yourself, maybe a girl would like you. And then the guys that call girls stupid for dating douchebags. Well, let's see. I mean, sometimes girls do date guys that are just fucking general douchebags and everyone knows it and they know it, but for some reason they fucking like him. I don't know. But when guys are like, oh, you dated